Hello guys, what is up? I'm Monsters Reflex, and today I'm just going to start my career mode, manager career mode that is, and I've recently been thinking, and I've gone with, well, it was really first of all the choice between Everton and the almighty Tottenham Hotspurs. Because really recently I've liked Tottenham purely because of Sigurdsson, because he's Icelandic, and so am I, for those of you who didn't know. And Everton have a fairly strong side all the way through. Of course, if we disregard one or two players which can be switched out, I think, but I have gone with Tottenham purely because of Gareth Bale and Hugo Lloris, both of which are very, very good. In case you're thinking of, I don't know, maybe starting your own career mode with Spurs, or maybe getting them on Ultimate Team, not too sure. And that is our group for the Euro League. Really, I am quite worried about Angie Makachkala, but the other two teams don't really worry me too much. Oh, noob move, just do that one and go on to download latest. For you, those of you who don't know, if you change the squads to download latest and then go onto the European selection, then the game resets the setting for your squads, making it pointless to do it in the first place. That is quite annoying, I agree, but just heads up to those of you who don't know. And there we go, making it at least a little bit realistic. I won't change the name, purely because Mr. Manager sounds about as generic as it can get. So I'll just go on here. Apologies about the poor quality that you are likely to be experiencing. That is because literally my capture card and stuff is not exactly top range. So I'm just going to get better stuff if this whole YouTube thing actually develops into something. But for the meantime, I apologise for the quality. And if it's just going to load that last little bit. Come on, there we go. Create new career. And right now I'm just quickly going to go into the team management, see areas of the team which I would like to change and develop slightly. And first of all, I will just swap him out for, I believe, Sandro is the player I want in there, and Kabul instead of Korka. Korka does grow up to be quite a good player, I think. I haven't really used him too much, but I've heard good things about him. And Dempsey can go there, and Lennon, who's in his place, Dembele, and I'm actually going to change the formation to a 4-4-2 diamond wide, because it does suit the team, at least a bit, with Gareth Bale on the centre attacking midfield. No, Gareth Bale up front with Defoe or Adebayor. I probably go with Defoe, even though I dislike him. Purely just because we need to set our differences aside for the greater good of the team. Apologies about the phone ringing. And so I will just have Scott Parker there for the time being. That probably will change. And I will yay, Mr. Popular. Actually, no, I won't. I will have so many decisions. Okay, so that's an area of the pitch that I know that I need to develop now. I need to get a new left midfielder so that Gareth Bale can continue playing in his centre attacking midfield role. No, striking role even. And that can also help Sigurdsson develop, because he is only 22 and 76 overall, and just an all-round great player. He is a great player in the game as well, don't get me wrong. His pace is not the best, but gets the job done, and his long shots are very good. You'll probably see that in episodes to come, and he is probably one of my biggest pulling factors towards choosing Spurs. So now I'm just going to put players up on the market which I don't want. Friedel can stay. Gallas, we may as well keep him. I don't think he's worth selling, especially a 77. I don't want to sell a player of that quality for under £1 million. And Scott Parker, I think we'll send him out onto the transfer list. And Jermaine Defoe, I think we'll keep him on there just so that we can have a nice rotation going around. You know, the Adebayor swapping for either Defoe or Bale to keep the team fresh and giving everyone some playing time. And now we are just going to swap to the younger ones and put a few of them out on loan, purely so that they aren't constantly nagging me, why aren't you playing me, why aren't you playing me, that sort of thing. So just going to do that. I think I'll stop at the point where players are reaching the age of 20. So season loan, and him as well. So now I'm going to adjust my budget allocation, and I believe this is about fine, maybe just altering that slightly, maybe down to there, that's fine. And first of all, I'm going to look for a left midfielder, and here's what has come up. Obviously, though, we'll have the Ronaldos, the Riberys, and likewise at the top, yes, Ronaldo, Iniesta, Ribery, just players out of our budget, I'm afraid. But we could go for Michel Bastos. He's good, but I think he's a bit too expensive. El Shaarawy, I really want him. He's a player that I definitely want, but unfortunately I don't think I have the funds for him, so maybe next season. AU looks good, but again, I don't really think that I want to spend too much money on a player in this position, because I find that players in the left midfield role, they do get left out of the game a bit, and they don't really get too involved in the game. So I just want to buy a cheap player who gets the job done. And maybe I will change the formation as well and sort all that out. And I'll just quickly adjust the age. So Sterling we could get, and we could get Delafeu. I don't think that's the Barcelona badge. I think that's the Barcelona B, because I don't think that he plays for Barcelona. But anyway, Victor Fisher does not look that good. He does. That is nice. 18 years old and 78. But El Shaarawy, 19 years old and 82. But I think we're just gonna go ahead and inquire about Raheem Sterling. Now I'm just going to check the next first game, and that's against Bordeaux, I think. And this is the time where we get spammed with just absolutely loads of emails, and most of it's from the board just saying match rescheduled. I don't know why they need to tell me this, as it's my second day on the job, but nevertheless, you know, it's probably company policy or something ridiculous. Win the league title. I was expecting something more realistic, but if that's what they want, that's what I'll go for. Win the cup, doubt it. That's not important, match rescheduled. And win the Euro League as well. So they expect me to win everything, do well, and just not screw the team up, and just honestly, that is absolute BS. I am a bit annoyed at that, but what can you do? You can't really hit out at your boss too much, because they could just snap and say you're fired and stuff like that. And Liverpool came back to me about the Raheem Sterling inquiry, and they do seem as if they're willing to let him go, which I am happy with, and they've accepted my £9 million bid, and no bonuses, just I'll stick him as a do not specify, just purely because I don't want him expecting that he has a huge role in the team, which no doubt he probably does, but I'm scared that he will maybe not feel that he's got the right role at the team, and then come to me and say, hey, I'm not happy at the club, I want to leave, I'm going to sue you for sexual harassment, things of that nature, and it's just too much hassle. Just can't deal with it. So, contract offer accepted, so we've got Sterling, and a random email from my agent saying some stuff about international management, and I'm not sure whether I want to go down that road. I guess we'll just wait and see how this career mode series is going. I think I may as well go and buy another one. Left midfielder, that is, and I will search max estimated worth about maybe 5 million. That seems about right. I don't want a extremely good player, And I don't want an extremely bad player either, so I'll just look around about that mark. They all look relatively old. Oh, but here we go. Lucas Piazon. Apparently, he is very good. He looks that way as well. Victor Fisher. Already saw him, and I think I will go for Piazon. And I will. Oh no, he's on loan. Don't think that is good. So Victor Fisher is my next one. He's not on loan, so I will inquire about him. And of course, they will get back to me by the 12th, I'm hoping. I just want to sort out the team before our first game, basically, because I'm hoping to bring you the first match in this first episode, just to make it a little bit special. And Scott Parker, we've received a transfer offer for him, and they want 5 million for Victor Fisher. That's what I was searching for anyway, so as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy with that value of the player. And Scott Parker, of course, I will accept it no matter what the offer is, and thankfully it is a high-ish value for such an old player who is on the transfer list anyway. So they know that I want to sell him, they know that they want to buy him, so they give me exactly his value, which is a good move from the team that bought him. Transfer offer for Aaron Lennon, absolutely never. I don't care who you are, I'm going to reject that flat out. Especially if it's Liverpool, because I expect that games against them are going to be the make or break parts of our season, and of course I do not want to get selling one of my best right midfielders, if not the best right midfielder I have. I'm not going to sell him to a club that is very much my rivals. So that's my reasoning for that. And they've accepted the offer for Victor Fisher. Excellent. 4 years, do not specify, submit offer. Honestly, I don't think he'll join at first. And yeah, I'm going to reject that because Yunus Kabul is a very good player. Good pace on him and relatively good defending stats as well. So overall, a great player. And Chelsea are targeting Cavani as I get a loan offer for Ryan Fredericks from Doncaster. And of course I'm going to go ahead and accept that, because if I'm putting a player out on loan, I'm not going to reject it for any reason whatsoever. So you need to understand the role that he has at my club. I will give him a squad rotation and stick that back up to 7 and submit offer. So I'm slightly wondering, why are there not any more offers for loans? I thought that there would be. And has Scott Parker gone? I'm not sure. I think I accepted it, but I'm not too sure whether he did leave. Yes, he did. So that gives me a bit of extra money, so spending about 5 million on Victor Fisher, so another 5 is reasonable. And just a CDM, I'm hoping to get Yang Villa, I think that's how I pronounce it, but I don't think he'll come that cheaply, unfortunately. Or Lucas Leiva. I actually think I might go for him. 22, Joe Allen looks good. I think that my best bet is probably to go for Lucas Leiva from Liverpool, so I will probably have to pay a bit extra. Actually, I don't think I can do that, unfortunately. Oh, was that Darren Gibson? Let's have a look at his stats. Long shots, only 79. I think that he should have better long shots than he does in this game. So I think we're going to go for Neustadter. I don't know how to pronounce that. Apologies to any fans of that player. Just having a quick scroll through the breaking news section. Oh, he's just joined. Actually, I think I can just play a few players out of position. That will just be fine. Contract offer accepted. So Victor Fisher is at the club and he's happy to be playing for us. Well, he better be. Yes. So new signing arriving, and soon, I believe. Yes. Now, actually. We are playing against Bordeaux in our first match, and I think I will play this match in this episode, just to make the first episode and my first video special on this channel. So Ezekiel Friars wants to play. Of course I'm not going to play him, but that does frustrate me when players want to play when it's the pre-season. Of course, maybe they should be playing. Maybe I'm just being a bit of a douche, but honestly, I don't want to be playing those players. I just want to test the team out, see how good it is, and if it isn't any good, then I can make changes and make it better. So yeah, there are my reasons for that, and that's the team I'm going with. Ugo Lloris, Kyle Walker, Yunus Kabul, Young Vertonghen, Benoit Assou-Koto, and Sandro, Aaron Lennon, Raheem Sterling, Gylfi Sigurdsson, Jermaine Defoe, and Gareth Bale. So let's just jump right into it. So I have got Spurs up to a 4.5 stars. I think they were already at that point, but I like to take credit where it is possible, and I'll play them in the alternate kit, just because I have this theory that players have a worse morale going into the game if they're playing in a non-preferred kit. So basically, the ranking system for their morale goes for how happy they are at the club and what kits they're wearing maybe, and any things that might have been said before the game in those little press conferences you can do. But I don't know, I haven't really delved too much into that theory. And here we go, my first match. I am playing on professional. I would just like to admit that now, and I'll tell you that it is on 4-minute halves, so don't expect massive lumps of gameplay, as that is just a poor pass. Well, they are kind of massive lumps of gameplay, because of course it's 4-minute halves, which adds up to 8 minutes, and then 8 minutes plus the stoppages like half time and stopping for the ball going out of play and stuff of that nature. So yeah, basically, nice control from Defoe there, but gives it away. And here's the pace of Kabul. Look, I had to slow down to let the player keep up with me so that I wouldn't just be running away like a headless chicken. Oh lorries, I accidentally passed there. That could have been absolutely dangerous, but then I realised, hey, it's friendly, so who cares? So, oh shoot. Oh, and that is what I'm talking about. Sigurdsson is an amazing player. Like, he's not the paciest, but as I said earlier, it gets the job done, and his long shots are terrific. So he's basically what you're looking for in a centre attacking midfielder. Like, maybe he could do with a bit better passing stats, but for the moment, he, as I showed earlier, he is only 22, so he has time to develop, which of course I will let him develop. So here he is now, and he's just very good. I like him a lot, and in real life as well. He's been having some very good performances for Tottenham, and I've been particularly impressed with his crossing in games. He set up Gareth Bale's header in the first leg of the UEFA Europa League match against Inter Milan the other day, and that was a terrific cross, and of course a good header from Bale, which is my next point. Lately his informs on Ultimate Team are absolutely just too expensive, more expensive than I think Team of the Year Messi or someone, or Ronaldo, and that is just absolutely ridiculous, as I concede a goal there. Poor defending. I should have dealt with that way before, but too late now. Kyle Walker. Oh, yes, and Gareth Bale, and finish it, son. Oh, penalty. Referee on our side to get us a penalty, and Jimmy Defoe, is that 69 penalty taking attribute? I do not think I'm going to let you take this penalty, son. So Sigurdsson takes it, and Sigurdsson puts it away, and right now we are just going to do the surfer celebration, because I recently bought that from the EA SFC catalogue. I think you have to be level 52 to get it. I'm not too sure, but correct me in the comments if I am wrong. So yes, that's an equaliser. Very quickly after Bordeaux scored, I think it was the first attack after they actually scored the goal, which allowed me to give it to Sigurdsson, and of course he put it away. Oh, come on. Yes, nice defending. I was patient defending, and oh, that poor pass. Just as earlier I was complimenting Sigurdsson, but this is FIFA. So Sandro should win that. Well, I was going to say win that header, but he didn't even head it. Oh, Aaron Lennon, oh, fantastic. Oh, I shouldn't have done that fake shot. Oh, but Aaron Lennon, great cross, and well, it wasn't actually that good of a cross in the end. And yes, that's half time, which puts us not in any real danger. It has been a relatively even game, but I think, yeah, I'm just going to show you the match stats now. See, it's very even. Maybe with pure possession and shots, they should be winning, but you can see that their shots have been just not good shots, to be fair, and they've had one shot that went on target, which was the goal. Yeah, to be fair, I think we don't particularly deserve to be even. It was a little bit lucky, but nevertheless, it is a very even game, which is not usually seen from teams like Bordeaux. Like, no disrespect to Bordeaux, that I'm sure they're a good team, but you know, you would expect a top Tottenham team to beat them. Oh yes, Hugo Lloris showing his overpowered skills. Oh, Gareth Bale, come on, and Defoe, give it back to him or get tackled. Either or, you know. Oh, bad touch by Asuakoto, and he wins it back. Oh, that that looked slightly comical. Sigurdsson just went there and he was off balance and he was just trying to keep himself up. That was quite funny. Oh, Braniak. That sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, yeah, that was offside, to be fair. I did see it just before I pressed the button, but I just couldn't stop myself. Oh. If that had gone in, I would scream. So, probably lucky for both of us, or all of us, depending on how many people watch this video. And did his names sound familiar? For some reason, I have no idea, but they sound familiar in some way. Yeah, I was just thinking about making a few substitutions, and I'll just have a look at the team, see how they're doing. Maybe just take Sterling off for Victor Fisher, because Sterling, I know that he doesn't have the best fitness, so I just want to keep rotating those two players to make sure they both get game time and neither of them gets injured and yeah, low fitness, which means that they will get injured, because that would just really not be good for me, because that would mean that I would have to put Gareth Bale at left midfield to rotate the squad and keep the team fresh, meaning that I need to find a new striker, because I could play Adebayor there, which I would, but then I would have to find another substitute striker, because I doubt that 2 strikers for only 2 position roles is enough to keep this team functioning. So Defoe, come on, get that tackle in. Come on, get stuck in, son. Oh, no. I do not like this at all. Diabite just embarrassing Vertonghen, putting in a good cross, and Hugo Lloris just cleaning it up. And Sigurdsson with a little overhead pass thingy. And Defoe with a brilliant pass to Gareth Bale, who just cuts inside and loses the ball like an absolute noob. But oh yeah, Sigurdsson. That was his left foot, and it still managed to get on target. It could have been more in the corner, but what can you do? It's his weak foot, and yeah, I don't know why I'm talking him up so much. But Gareth Bale to win the match, and he puts it away. Gareth Bale, the guy from Wales, that is just absolutely amazing. Just going to moonwalk it out with Gareth Bale, the goal scorer, the match winner, the overpowered machine. I'll just stop there. And so I think that, just as Gareth Bale wins it again, and he goes again. Gareth Bale, maybe another one. No. Oh, that is unlucky from Gareth Bale. Just got outmuscled in the end, and that is the end of that. So that's the end of the match, and I'm afraid that also means the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please like the video, it helps out a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more of this content, and comment any things that could be improved other than the quality, because I am working on that. So maybe longer minutes for the matches, maybe I don't know, maybe you want me to bump up the difficulty, which could be done. Maybe you want to go in the opposite direction and ask me to put the difficulty down. Maybe you think it's too difficult for me. I would be offended if that was your comment, but don't be afraid to submit your little suggestions. So yes, as I said, hope you liked. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you did, like the video, subscribe, and see you in my next video.